Houston, we have a problem. But the problem isn't centered here in our nation's fourth largest city. It's a lack of leadership coming from our elected officials, those that we, the American people, sent to Washington, D.C. to represent us. They are failing our troops, they are failing veterans, and they are failing the American people. The fault is bipartisan, and blame lies in both Congress and the executive branch. On June the 6th, I had the honor of representing all veterans of the United States at ceremonies commemorating the 69th anniversary of D-Day invasion at Normandy. Unfortunately, I felt rather lonely while receiving the gratitude of the French people. Because of budget cuts, there were no U.S. military units there, no flyovers, not even a small honor guard to carry our flag at St. Mary Église. Not only was this disrespectful to the 9,387 Americans who were laid to rest at the Normandy American Cemetery, but it also sends a message to the world that the U.S. government, and most importantly our military, are closed for business. The American Legion has been warning for years about the adverse impact of sequestration and the draconian defense cuts would have on our nation's ability to remain strong. A previous Secretary of Defense even labeled sequestration as a crazy doomsday scenario. Surely our nation's leaders would never allow us such a thing to happen. People reasoned when they included this triggering mechanism into law as an incentive for the government to find other ways to balance the budget. Well, the incentive didn't work, and our military is suffering. But the American Legion believes in other incentives, benefits, and quality of life programs that are designed to keep good men and women in the military as opposed to chasing them out. During World War II, our Legion predecessors were told by many in Washington that the GI Bill was unaffordable and would break the Treasury. We heard similar arguments against the post-9/11 GI Bill. Yet time doesn't allow me to even list the magnitudes of CEOs, senators, doctors, and ordinary Americans who told us that they owe their success to the education and other benefits obtained by what has been called as the greatest legislation ever passed by Congress. Keeping a strong VA healthcare system, protecting TRICARE, and paying fair military pensions are not golden handouts designed to make everyone rich. They are reasonable benefits that are earned through the years of service and sacrifice. These are incentives that I call the anti-sequestration, intended to encourage young men and women to defend America and keep America strong. Anyone who believes that these benefits are too generous is certainly welcome to visit their local military recruiter and sign the dotted line. A career in the military might change their way of thinking, unless, of course, they have already let the opportunity pass by and are trying to increase the burden on those who have served in their peace. Getting back to the Normandy, one reason why I take a slight by our military so seriously is because the preamble of the Constitution of the American Legion. We promise to preserve the memories and incidents of our association of the Great Wars. I served in Vietnam as a soldier and later returned as your national commander. I vowed to never forget my friends and fellow veterans who never made it home. That's why I took great offense last spring when a network reality show disrespected the legacy, what we did there. Today, the show's credit that they did issue an on-air apology the following week, but it did show the power and influence of the American Legion. The American Legion is trying to make life better for veterans and their families. through programs like Operation Comfort Warriors, the Family Support Network, temporary financial assistance, the National Emergency Fund, the Legacy Scholarship Fund, and our partnership with Soldiers Wish. We are having a real impact on thousands who have served and sacrificed for our great nation. I am also proud of the people in this room and members of the American Legion family from around the world. When I became National Commander, I asked you to donate $500,000 to Operation Comfort Warriors during my year in office. Your generosity surpassed even my expectations. And during the spring NEC meeting, I increased that goal to $750,000. We passed the original $500,000. In a few moments, when I receive more presentations, I believe there is a good chance that we will pass the $750,000 goal. We plan to announce the final fundraising figures sometime tomorrow after everything has been calculated. One of my most enjoyable tasks as National Commander has been delivering gifts like recreational equipment, electronics, gift cards to our various wounded warrior units. One of the many things that sets our program apart from others is that we always ask the units to provide a wish list so that we can get them what they truly need and want. It's just a small token of appreciation to those who have already sacrificed so much on our behalf. Our gratitude to the next generation of veterans is one reason that the American Legion sponsors job fairs around the country. We understand and appreciate the skills and training required to succeed in the military. Not only is this a service to the veteran seeking a job, but is a huge benefit to the employers that need good, dedicated, and smart workers. We show our gratitude to veterans through the outstanding work conducted by over 2,600 accredited service officers across this country. The disability backlogs claim is still unacceptably high, but recent indications are that it is finally going in the right direction. A substantial progress is being made. Most veterans will tell you that by helping their families, you are helping the veteran. Nobody understands this more than American Legion Riders, who've had a tremendous growth and success since they were founded 20 years ago. Between 2006 and 2012, they have raised more than $3.5 million in scholarship money as part of the Legacy Run. And as you saw during this morning's presentation, the 2013 Legacy Run was another outstanding success, almost $1 million. One thing I noticed during the Legacy Run was the sea of motorcycles displaying small American flags. They were riding with glory because they are proud of glory. They know that it is a symbol of the greatest country on earth and is the flag that our veterans fought under. Once again, it is time to remind Congress that desecrating the flag is simply wrong, and the American Legion wholeheartedly supports a flag protection amendment to the United States Constitution. Please call on your congressional delegation to support House Joint Resolution 47 and Senate Joint Resolution 17 so that we can give Old Glory the respect and protection that she deserves. The American Legion has always believed in service first, but the only reason that we are able to operate such outstanding programs and influence public policy is through our membership. It takes a strong membership pool to operate American Legion Baseball, which just broke another record, hosting a paid attendance in Shelby, North Carolina of 104,726 spectators during the 5-day World Series. In 2019, the American Legion will be celebrating its 100th birthday. What better way to mark the American Legion centennial than with an all-time high in membership. It is an ambitious goal, and it won't happen if we don't bust our tails recruiting and retaining members. While it's true that many members of the World War II generation are joining post-everlasting, our eligibility window of the War on Terrorism extends back to the beginning of the Gulf War, August the 2nd, 1990. That's 23 years and counting. Countless reserve and guard units have been activated during that period. We are in the middle of the longest membership eligibility period in the entire history of the American Legion. The eligible veterans are out there. We just need to sign them up. We have a solid 5-year membership plan developed to help accomplish our goals. It includes strategies such as creating brand awareness, communication, training, leadership development, post-development, revitalization, recruiting, and retention. Visit legion.org and call our membership division if you need more information about practicing these strategies. Most importantly, get out and ask people to join. If you ask for a reason to join, tell them that you're inviting them to a holiday party. The holiday is Veterans Day. And as I've been saying all year, every day is Veterans Day. Thank you all so very much, and God bless. I will now be accepting Operation Comfort War donations on the stage. Those presenting checks will please proceed to the microphone and announce the amount and donor and go to the front on the floor for a photograph. I'll now ask National Vice Commander John Natl to assume the duties of the lectern.
Thank you, Commander. The American Legion would like to make a special presentation for Comfort Warriors. It shows a combination between what departments can do when you work together. This is behalf of a veteran that was severely injured in Michigan, and New Jersey stepped forward. So with that, we'd like to, and we thank the Commander for the opportunity to have this privilege, but we'd like to introduce our State Commander, Tom Brown, and for the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Commander. In July last year, a young nurse in New Jersey, Dana Phelps, was working at Walter Reed. She met this courageous young man, and she felt like she had to do something for him. She went to her post 390 in New Jersey, and they raffled off a motorcycle and raised $15,000 for young Travis Mills from Vassar, Michigan. And we wanted to show our appreciation to both the Post and to the Department of New Jersey. This time, I want to present these plaques to the New Jersey State Commander, Eugene O'Grady. Also, Commander, I'd like to notify you we raised $11,000 for Comfort Warrior in the state of Michigan.
Mr. Commander, delegation from the Great Department of New York would like to donate $1,400 for Occupation Comfort Warriors.
Mr. Commander, on behalf of Peekskill American Legion Post 274 located in Westchester County from the Great Department of New York, we'd like to present this check in the amount of $4,600.
Commander, from the National Association of Department Service Officers, helping the American veterans from the past and the present, and we will be there for the future, $500.
Mr. Commander, I have two checks to present. First, from the FODPAW, Foreign and Outlying Departments, American Legion, a check for $250. Second, I have a check from the Department of France, a check for $353 to Operation Comfort Warrior. Thank you.
During one of our department training sessions, I auctioned off an American flag, and we raised $150 for that flag during the department training session in Killeen, Texas. And I also have a second donation from American Legion, Post 305, The Woodlands, Texas, $100.
On behalf of Missing Man Post 667, Universal City, Texas, $50.
In addition to all the checks that you received during your recent visit to Delaware, CKRT Post Number 7 in Harrington, Delaware would like to present you with a check for $2,500.
The American Legion Department of North Dakota is proud to have raised $5,600 for Operation Comfort Warriors.
Thank you, Department of Wisconsin, for your contribution of $4,247.15.
The great state of Washington has already turned in over $7,500, and Commander, we have another check of $8,558 donations.
From the Show Me State of Missouri, we added to what we've already given this year, $26,572.02, plus 2 off-track wheelchairs that are capable of going anywhere in the woods with guns and fishing equipment and everything else where they can go out and go by themselves.
And in addition, Commander, from the Past Post Commanders Club, Department of Missouri, $2,523.59.
The great state of Arizona has already sent in most of their contributions, but from my post, Fountain Hills, Arizona, I have a check for $1,270. And Commander Kaus, I hope that $2 I found on the floor backstage puts you over the hump.
Commander, from the great state of Connecticut, we may be small, but we give you a check today for $2,000.
Department of Ohio Charities, Inc. donates another $10,000.
Commander, from the Department of Ohio, we ran a special project. We started out that we want to get $10,000. But the DEC said I didn't ask for enough money, so I'm out here to present you a check on behalf of the Buckeye State for $15,607.70.
Commander, from American Legion Post 382 in Bluffton, Ohio, $1,000.
Commander, on behalf of the Idaho Department of Idaho, we donate $893.
Post 23 in Idaho, we have a check for $1,500.
Mr. Commander, on behalf of American Legion Post 6 in Kokomo, Indiana, I'm proud to present a check for $1,370 to Operation Comfort Warrior.
Commander, on behalf of the American Legion, Kenneth N. Dowden, Wayne Post 64, we have $15,000 for you.
Commander, from your post, Boonville American Legion Post 200, we have a check for $1,500. And then from the 8th District, your district, Department of Indiana, we have another $1,000.
Mr. Commander, from the American Legion Post 147 of Jasper, Indiana, $1,000.
Mr. Commander, the Department of Wyoming is honored to support Operation Comfort Warrior, your project, with a check for $8,500.
Commander Couch, on behalf of the great Department of Pennsylvania, home of past National Commander Ron Conley and Dominic DeFrancisco, it gives me great pleasure to present a check to Operation Comfort Warriors for $47,000.
Commander, on behalf of Pinckney Memorial Post 419, Department of Michigan, we are proud to present to Operation Comfort Warriors as much as theirs, not quite, but $750. Thank you.
Commander, on behalf of Elberfeld Post 351 in the great state of Indiana, where you love to come over and watch IU ball games on Saturday afternoon, we'd like to donate to Operation Comfort Warriors $1,000.
Commander, from the great state of Minnesota, we'd like to add to our pile $1,000.
Pierpont, Post 99, South Dakota, $500.
Commander, from the great state of Mississippi, we'd like to present a check for $3,200.
Steve Silvestri, Department of Massachusetts, a check for $5,757.13, bringing the Massachusetts total to $16,875. America strong.
Mr. Commander, James Holland, National Vice Commander from the great state of South Carolina. Last month, I went for a little walk along Coastal Highway 17 and 21 in South Carolina, the cities of Myrtle Beach, Georgetown, Murrells Inlet, Charleston, Beaufort, and Bluffton. And I have a total of $2,500 in checks.